Hey, North Melbourne have been sensational over the recent years with access, and they've allowed us to go behind the scenes with their selection committee this week. During the week, it was fantastic insight to the club, and here's a little bit of what we saw.
We've just got to plan around the availability that we know and then talk about contingencies if guys don't come up. The ones that we need to discuss is Kane Turner done enough to come back in, and then Jai Simpkin in a similar position. But clearly, if they're right, I think it's fair to say, Lurky, you'd like to bring him in.
I'm keeping Jack too.
You can have that fight with Drummer and Bulldog. The hands are tied a fair bit. 23 training means that we're just going to have to work with what we've got and change up our structure to suit. So what's the contingency if Brandy doesn't come up?
Goldie and Brucey. I'd try and steal Jack off the midfield as a full genuine full forward.
But why do we need to be tall gamers? By the way Richmond's been going about it, they're going small. I reckon they're being outmarked. Lynn's putting someone in there because they're over 190 centimetres. Doesn't make sense. I think Jack, the resting ruckman, Garnes is a good mark above his head, and it's just a massive emphasis on pressure. I think we've got to bite the bullet with Jack. He's not an inside with this week for his sake, and to see if we can get 5 goals and a half footy's not something that many people, especially when you're not playing well as a team. I'd like to see him potentially him and Cunners go and do it again like Richmond do with Cochin and Martin.
What I'm concerned about is when the ball's pegged in our back half, because if you're very small forward and you're pegged in your back half and you're under pressure, we don't want to be kicking it to small forwards. If we're just bombing it on their head 2-on-1 with smalls, we're going to be under pressure in our back half.
We're massively attacking them, and if Hodge gets off the leash, then go to it. We've got to attack them. That's got to be the mindset. Come forward, attack.
There's a big difference though between attacking and all-out offence versus no defence. I mean, the idea of that role is to be able to limit the intercept marking ability of Hodge and Sicily, but also challenge them to defend. If it doesn't come off for us, Hodge is the best player on the ground, Sicily's taken 10 marks. It's worth a discussion on Prusy and how you've seen him.
I think Prusy's up there in the comp in terms of ball-ups and throw-ins and hit-outs sort of advantage.
I think we need to continue to persist with him and Goldie and just get the combination working really well.
Let's get Goldie playing to his elite strengths, get him doing the things he does best, and get Prusy playing to his strengths, rather than just looking at our rotation analysis and giving them a certain percentage split ruck forward. Don't forget he kicked 3 against Hawthorn in pre-season, playing as a deep forward. So don't sacrifice our forward structure to get the ruck rotations right.
And you've got dangerous players like Bruce Puopolo. Bruce has been a premiership player and he's very good at his craft, so one off Dan or Turbo is going to have to modify his influence on the game.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have another defender available.
So I think it has to be.
Mullet doesn't play. We've got to recraft a role for a midfielder to play back.
And we're going to need that run from behind and win that territory battle.
Bet you're glad Robbie Tarrant's there.
Yes.
He's been unbelievable, really. In combination with Thompson leading a defence full of first, second, third gamers, and yet he's holding them all together while dominating the best key forwards in the comp every week.
What about Mitchell? Keen to tag in, Brummer?
Keen for trends since the play on Mitchell. It's not about keeping Mitchell to 0 touches, it's about playing on him and looking to work off him when he can and nullify his influence around the contest.
I think you're better to work off him, especially with our midfield mix. Burgoyne's their third now. Rolling parts of Shields, Bruce, Roughhead, through there at times.
You can say what you want. They're the effectiveness, but we can't then go there and have 45.